Hi. I'm Doug, Barefoot Adventure. This is day 32 of my 1,000-day adventure. Let's talk about energy. This morning during my Qigong exercises, I was doing a new pay attention to something. And what that is I've been doing Qigong now for over 20 years. And even though it's the same practice, there's so many different things in it, and I'm constantly taking time and looking at something different. And right now I'm looking at two things during it. One is a particular way I'm stretching, and the other is energy. And that's what all that was about. Because I used to think that's what energy was. And so what am I talking about? Growing up, I was always aware of something. When I was out in nature, when I was around animals, when I was around people, different times, I could tell when, lightning was coming close. Before it was going to lightning, you could just feel something. Yet because of my raising, I was raised in a Christian environment where you were told, all of that stuff of energy and, well, it wasn't even energy, but just sensing that stuff. No, don't do that. So even though I always wondered about that stuff, I stayed away from it out of just fear because of it all. So it was in my 30s. I started, actually that's when I first really started rereading, because I had dyslexia, and I retrained myself how to read. And then I also did a lot of audiobooks. And I came across the audiobook, The Celestine Prophecy. And in there they were talking about energy. And this was also the time when I first started hearing about law of attraction. And I heard about law of attraction way before The Secret, and before even Esther Hicks and all of that stuff came out. And so in the Celestine Prophecies, they talk about energy and being able to sense it. And I remember going outside and looking around and going, okay, where's this energy? What were they sensing? And at that moment, I could just instantly see and sense everything that was green. And you could tell the difference. It was out in my backyard, and I could instantly sense the energy between what was green and what was dark. And what was I noticing, it was what was dark was the rocks and the wood, stuff that wasn't giving out as much energy. Everything that was green was the plants and the grass and all of those things. And that was one of the first times that I really started to recognize that it was energy. Then when I got into this spiritual stuff, I started looking into, okay, what is energy? And I was hearing all of these people, talking about auras and colors and, all of these magical things, and it just seemed the heavens opened up when they saw their energy, and I never saw any of that stuff. So when I started going into Reiki, I was picking up on stuff, definitely. And, yes, I could sense the energy. And, even before that, there was energy, but not like when I got into Reiki and I really started sensing the energy. So even in the Reiki, it still wasn't the same way that other people were sensing it. It just seems like theirs was more, angel singing type of energy. So now let's come forward to, I've been here on the ranch about 4 years. And here on the ranch, I've had a lot of time to really work on the energy myself. And I've been working with the energy with the horses. I could actually come in and just focus on putting out energy, and the horses would just churn and walk towards me, and a lot of different stuff. And it was a very subtle energy that I did when I did this. The difference in what happened here recently is, during my morning Qigong, I would try to work my energy. I would try to work my inner energy with chakras. And then I was doing the Kundalini exercise. And the basis of it is, besides the breathing and focus on energy, you're tightening the area below your, right between your sphincter and your penis, the taint area. what you do is you tighten that as you breathe in, and then you imagine the energy flowing up to the top of your head. And for so many years when I did that, I would do it, and I would tighten tight, and then I would feel and push the energy up. And it was this forcing. Well, in the last couple of weeks, I was all of a sudden, I was doing this, and then all of a sudden it just clicked in my head. I was remembered the book I read, Power versus Force. And I went, wait a minute. Do I have to be pushing and stressing so hard to do this exercise? So I just relaxed. And I noticed that when I even relaxed down on the tightening of in the sphincter and the taint area, it would tighten up, but I didn't have to do it as tight as I did. And then when I pushed the energy up, I just relaxed. And I allowed the energy itself to flow up. And I got this same rush, actually more of a rush as it came up, because I just allowed this energy to flow up. And I've been thinking about this for the last couple of weeks, because I've had people ask me, Doug, how do you sense the energy? Can you teach me how to sense the energy? And I thought, okay, if I did a course, how would I do that? And the one thing is, we all sense it differently. Some may see color, some may hear it, some may feel it. It's all different. For me, what I'm really getting is the idea of, it's more of just a sensing of it. You know where that energy is, and where your focus goes, your energy flows. And so that's a big thing for me. So that all of that stuff, thinking that's energy, no. Energy is simply thought. And even now I'm just thinking about it, how simple it is. Just the thought, just to think of the energy flow through my body. It has a lot of things. If I just think about a part of my body that's aching, a lot of times it relaxes it and heals it. So yeah, energy, it's a fascinating thing. I've been learning more and more about it every day. And so now, learning about this part with the Kundalini energy, I'm going to really start channeling to that and working on that idea. Yes, the tightening, focusing it down in your root chakra, and then forcing it all the way up through your chakras all the way up. As you're doing it, you're breathing. It's a fantastic exercise, and I can see now how the mental part of it all works into it. And plus, what is thought? It's energy. So that's it for now. Day 32, 33. I'll have to check my thing. I've been pretty busy on another project with Burning Strong. I'll have to fill you in on that. So that's it. Take care. Have a great one.